Really watch yourself. Watch how you're feeling. Watch what stories show up in your noggin. Do you start justifying? Do you feel left out? Do you feel a little anxious? Has life lost its sparkle? Do you catch yourself saying, well, okay, I'll stop drinking, just not now? If so, that is alcohol reliance.
Keep rolling, ride. I am on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen. I have a question for you. If alcohol was celery, would you miss it? No one wakes up in the morning and wonders how they'll get through the day without some celery, but take away alcohol and suddenly it's like you've lost your best friend. That is not normal. That is not freedom. That, ladies and gentlemen, is alcohol reliance. Hello, everybody. My name is Davy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone who lives a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck. And I spend every waking moment of that life, like the last 30 minutes where I've been banging out these podcast episodes, one after another, helping other people to do the same, like right now, baby. Okay, we are going to look at the part of the show that I do every week called The Big Question, where I take a question that you're likely to be typing into Google, trying to get some answers to help you make sense of all the madness when it comes to alcohol reliance. And today that question is, what are the signs of alcohol reliance? How do you know if you are alcohol reliant? But here's the truth. Pointing out the signs doesn't work. We tried it over and over again. But the liquid lie is buried so deep in our culture that even if the most trusted doctors, scientists, institutions stood up and said, alcohol has zero value, it only causes you harm, people would still keep drinking. And not just drinking, they would be defending it, they would be romanticizing about it, they would be fighting to the death for their right to poison themselves. Why? Because the parts of us that believe alcohol keeps us safe will justify drinking with everything they've got. The 5 N's of justification will kick in, right? Natural, normal, necessary, nice, and noble. But also we will be saying another 5 N's. Not me, not now, not that bad, not my fault, no choice. These parts don't care about cancer stats. They don't care about liver disease. They don't care about broken relationships. All they care about is survival. And alcohol for them is part of the survival toolkit. So instead of asking, what are the signs of alcohol reliance? I would encourage you to test it, to run an experiment. Stop drinking for a bit. Not during dry January when everybody else is doing it and it's kind of like on vogue and it's kind of cool. Do it on your birthday. Do it at a gig. Do it at a wedding on a hot summer's day. Do it over Christmas. Choose moments that matter. Moments that usually revolve around alcohol. Moments that usually trigger you to drink. And during that time, really watch yourself. Watch how you're feeling. Watch what stories show up in your noggin. Do you start justifying? Do you feel left out? Do you feel a little anxious? Has life lost its sparkle? Do you catch yourself saying, well, okay, I'll stop drinking, just not now? If so, that is alcohol reliance. Now we're going to take a little break, but as usual, I'm going to leave you with a question to think about until we come back. If I asked you to give up celery forever, would it cause this much drama? Think about it. Welcome back to the 1000 Days Sober podcast, where we are answering the question, or I am answering the question, what are the signs of alcohol reliance? We have been sold a lie that if we're not drinking in the morning from a brown paper bag under some railway arch somewhere, that we're fine. And that is bullshit. You don't have to be addicted to be alcohol reliant. And relying on alcohol doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been programmed. Because you and I were born into a system that told us that alcohol was sexy, that it was sophisticated, that it was social, that it was fun. But it's all a lie, a programmed script from the liquid lie. And if the thought of never ever drinking again feels terrifying, or even just a little bit uncomfortable, then some part of you relies on alcohol to cope, to connect, and to feel okay. But let's go a little deeper, right? Let's peel away more of these onions and ask yourself, how do I really feel about life? My job, my partner, my kids, my body, my finances, my health. How do those feelings influence your relationship with alcohol? Because often alcohol reliance isn't about alcohol. It's about the pain beneath it. And the story you tell yourself that alcohol helps you manage it. But here's the good news. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's often the first step to becoming alcohol free as fuck. Okay, on to today's daily vow. Today I will not drink because I no longer am willing to hand my power over to a lie. Alcohol reliance isn't a label, it's not a diagnosis, it's a clue. A whisper from your soul saying, there's something here that needs your attention. Listen to it, honor it, follow that thread, and it could lead you to the most liberating truth of your life. Some questions to reflect on as you go about your day. What moments in life feel hard to face without alcohol? What part of you shows up when you imagine never, ever, ever, ever drinking again? And what emotion is that part trying to avoid or to soothe? Tag me on Instagram, share your answer on YouTube, wherever you're listening to this. Let's talk. That's all I have time for today. If this episode hit home, share it with someone who's been wondering about their relationship with alcohol and whether they are alcohol reliant. Rate and review the podcast as it helps other people find this message, and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. And if you are ready to explore your own alcohol reliance at a much deeper level, go to www.thestrivemethod.com and I will help you either through our free ebook, The Liquid Lie, or by hopping on the Strive Method bus, our workshop that helps you to become alcohol-free as fuck and live a self-led life. Until tomorrow, remember this: you will not drink today. You will not hand your power over to everybody. You will keep it and you will use it to get through today alcohol-free as fuck. I love you, man. Love yourself. You've got this. Until tomorrow, take care.